Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. Real quick, God is telling you that isolation will lead to your elevation, which will guide you to your celebration. And what I mean by that is a lot of you guys went through a period where there were a lot of cutting ties and people that broke away from you for certain reasons in your life that placed you in certain situations that allowed you to heal, that allowed you to grow. And see, what God wants you to know is some of these people who, like I said, conspired against you and went up against you, it's almost as if they had the intent to push you off of the sky tower, knowing that if you were to fall, that the impact itself would have taken you out, right? And the thing is, these people expected to see your death. They wanted these things to take you out. They thought that you would not have the capability, the ability, the strength to persevere and to overcome. But see, instead of seeing your death, they ended up seeing your rebirth. And see, the thing is, what God allowed you to see and what he allowed these people to see is that at the end of the day, these very same people who went up against you, who expected to see you fall, has to see God rise you back up again. Do you understand what I'm saying? These very same people who did everything that they could, put energy and effort into wanting to see you fail, wanting to see you fall, have to see you rise back up. And the thing is, when you had that great fall in your life, it was God being that hand beneath you that allowed that to be the cushion that at the end of the day, your enemies couldn't have their way with you, and they wasn't about to see you in that manner because God was there for you. And what he told you to do was take refuge in a safe house that he built for you. And see, that safe house was put there to rebuild your mental, And see, the thing is, what I mean by that is, like I said, by building your mental is making you strong. And what God wanted you to do was gain thick skin. And it was like he was telling you, you're going to do this come hell or high water, because at the end of the day, I need to reset your mental, your mindset. I need to reset your spiritual standing. I need to reset your perspective on things. I feel like the way that you guys were viewing things wasn't in the manner that he needed you to view it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's almost as if in this safe house, God set up different lessons. Lessons when it came to family, lessons when it came to friends, lessons when it came to lovers, lessons when it came to your spiritual journey, your spiritual transformation and forgiveness and self-healing and self-love. And what you realized is a whole lot of people wasn't rolling with you. A whole lot of people wanted to be in so they could figure out how to take you out. I'm going to say that again. Whole lot of people wanted to be in so they could figure out how to take you out. They were not real. They were not genuine, but they were fake. And they were hidden enemies. And that God needed you to awaken to... Oh my God, I know that I'm all over the place. But see, what I'm trying to say is God knew that you was going to be out in the forefront. He needed to rebuild you. He needed you to be strong. It wasn't enough for him to take out your enemies, because we already know he could have taken them out like this. God had a plan for everything he was doing. He had set up a specific timing for when he was going to allow certain things to happen in your life. He was rebuilding you. He was reshaping you. He was molding you into who he needed you to be. So at the end of the day, you could learn how to maneuver and dodge and curve some of these attacks that were being sent your way. Some of y'all, you didn't understand why he needed you to be. You understand? You like, oh, I need people to know that I'm alive, that I'm well, that I survived. God said, shut up and go take refuge. Not right now. This is not the time. You had a lot of evil people that did not want to see you make it. They did not want to see you recover from those accidents. They did not want to see you heal from those wounds. They did not want to see you overcome those tragedies in your life. I'm trying to tell you, these people went up against you so bad because they saw what was up ahead in your future. So they had to take you out, and they needed to be in to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is why God told you to take refuge, so you can understand. Now you see. Even if he tell you, it's confirmation at this point. You see. You know, because you tapped in. You are awakened. You are elevated. That isolation led to your elevation, which guided you to your celebration. God placed you in this world for a purpose, for a cause. He placed you here to be celebrated, not to be defeated. He placed you here to be a conqueror. To be a warrior. not to be weak, not to be weak-willed, but to be strong. And see, the thing is, there are a whole lot of people whose eyes was glued on you, but their mouths was just open, just yap, talking about this, talking about how they saw you here, talking about how they seen you do this, and you did that, and you did that. But now these very same eyes, God say, the eyes is still glued on you, but the mouths is shut. The eyes is still glued on you, but the mouths is shut, because can't nobody say nothing. They're trying to figure out how you overcame. They're trying to figure out how you still standing. They're trying to figure out, how do you have this mindset? How are you this smart? How are you this knowledgeable? How are you this well-rounded and well-grounded? How are you this stable? What we did and how we grouped up together to push you off that tower, you should be dead right now. You should not have the mind that you have. You should not be thinking the way that you're thinking. You should not be moving the way that you're moving. But as long as our Father sit high and look low, let me tell you, baby, he had a cause for you. He had a purpose for you. Said that isolation led to elevation. That isolation led to elevation. Celebrated, being celebrated, celebrated. Ride off in the new car, celebrated. Stepping in your new home, celebrated. Got your money, celebrated. Acting like you know now, celebrated. Now you're successful. Cause that isolation led to elevation. That isolation. See, what people don't know is, at the end of the day, you can't fool somebody who at the end of the day had already see what it is that you're trying to do before you tried it. You understand what I'm saying? See, these people did not know how special you are. They didn't know how powerful you are. They did not know the plans that God had for you. And let me tell you something, they figured it out real quick when they seen you being celebrated. They figured it out real quick when they seen you being successful and winning in life. There are a whole lot of people who switching up their moves, switching up their steps, reneging on things that they once said and how they once felt about you. See, in the past, they were talking a whole lot of mess about you. They were saying how they didn't know you, how it wasn't what you said it was. But now it's like they trying to claim you. And now it's like they trying to take back the things that they once said about you and how they were talking mess about you. Because they see how you didn't allow it to stop you. They see how you overcame it. They see how at the end of the day, you became more successful than a lot of these people who were talking about you. In that isolation, God was able to get to you. He had to break you and loose you and set you free from the very same people who were trying to keep you stuck. To keep you stuck is to benefit these people, but it doesn't benefit you, because God got places that he needs you to be, things that he needs you to say, a purpose, a destiny that he needed you to fulfill and step into. You changed your whole traditional viewpoint on family because you see how God was breaking you away and bringing certain people in your life that eventually became your spiritual family. You understand what I'm saying? That became your soul tribe. They possessed the same energy as you. They had the same morals as you. They had the same viewpoints and perspectives as you. Their spiritual ranking was up there, some more than you. But these are the people that God needed you to be around. But you was never going to see things differently had he not allowed you to take this great fall in your life. You had a great fall and it broke you and you was depressed for a second. Let me level set with you. Oh, that mess got to you and people was on them street corners talking that mess. Eyes was glued to you and mouths was wide open. Remember what I said? But these very same people had to see you overcome and make some of yourself. In the same way that they saw you losing, they see you winning. The same way that they saw you failing, they seeing you winning. The same way that they saw you fall, they saw you rise. The same way that they saw you being stressed, they see you being blessed. JC, back me up. GP, are you with me? You already know what to do. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to join the JC gang. Reach one, teach one. We ride together. We gonna slide together. JC gang for... Man, JC gang for L, man. Stop playing with me. God had a reason for why he didn't take your enemies out when you wanted Listen, he was like, listen, we gonna let them see. See, that's gonna hit them even harder. When they think that they won, when they know that they tried their best move, put their best effort forward, and they still got to see you overcome that mess. Some people gonna be waving the right flag, trying to make things right with you. Some people gonna be trying to come back in your life, but what I tell you, they won't end so they can go figure out how to take you out. You better discern and you better wake up and pay attention. Some paths is meant to be taken alone. Some trailblazers and chosen ones is meant to embark on these journeys alone. Enjoy these blessings alone. Enjoy your moments, your new beginnings alone. And whosoever, whensoever is meant to be a part of that, please believe that God will make it happen. But stop trying to go against God. Stop trying to go around God. Stop trying to go against the grain. Stop fighting against the current and let things gradually happen and go along with the spiritual flow. Everything that happened in your life happened for a reason. You was meant to learn from these things. God had his reasoning, his reasons for why he did not handle your enemies in that moment. He allowed them to think that they won and get but so far just to see them at the end of the day, see you be successful and see you overcome all that mess. Not everybody half gonna be trying to wave the right flag. The other half gonna be going up against themselves. Everybody gonna be turning on everyone because they're gonna be figuring out, well, I thought you said that you mixed this well, and I thought you said you went on ahead and paid this person to do this, and I thought you said that you was chanting every night saying this. So how is this person walking? How have they not been fired yet? How are they stepping into new blessings and a new love? And how are they having these things? People are watching you, and they watching you win, and they watching you overcome all that evil and that mess that's being sent their way, because God is trying to teach people a lesson. They need to sit down. And at the end of the day, he's not going to allow any harm to come against his chosen ones. Do you understand me? No matter how hard you push, no matter how much you pray, no matter how much you try to go up against a person, no matter what you send their way, at the end of the day, I'm going to have the last say. So bow down, sit down, and recognize who I am. Oh, that's what people are realizing. God don't play the radio about you. He means the business. And when he say what he say, he mean what he's saying. He say what he mean. And sometimes some things ain't meant to be said. It's better shown. You understand? Because see, like I said, the eyes are still glued on you, but the mouths is shut. They don't know what to say. Half of them is shocked trying to figure out how. How? You don't have no business doing that mess in the first place because your own deep-rooted insecurities. Everybody's afforded the same opportunity. Everybody can choose to heal from their darkness and how they feel about themselves, and maybe God will choose to bless them as well. But a whole lot of people choose to dwell and stay stuck in their darkness. So they got to learn a lesson. That's not your concern right now. What your concern was getting your mental right, getting your mindset right, getting back grounded, getting back structured. And that's why God was taking the time to build you. How was he building you? How was he reshaping you? Through your period of isolation. And then once you saw what you needed to see, you elevated. And then once you elevated, now you're being celebrated. Do you understand what I'm saying? Baby, you got so many blessings coming your way, it's going to make your head spin. All you got to do is just keep walking and stepping up in them and forget this past and keep stepping up and focusing on your future. A whole lot of people is going to regret how they treated you. A whole lot of people going to regret walking away from you. A whole lot of people going to regret conspiring and going up against you because, see, you are a winner. Who wouldn't want to win on their team? People were blinded. They were stuck in illusions. Had illusions about what they was going to do to you, illusions about how your life was going to be, illusions about who they are, illusions. God is breaking down those illusions. He's breaking down those smoke screens. He's clearing out the fog. He's clearing out the noise. Everybody is seeing things clear for what they truly are, but at the end of the day, some going to be waving that right flag too late, baby. It's too little and it's too late. Some actions should have never been taken against you. They were unjustifiable. They weren't just. They can't be accounted for. Nobody had a reason for why they was doing what they was doing. There was some very bitter, evil people in this world. And unfortunately, some are too far gone. You can't worry about who ain't gonna roll with you and who ain't gonna want to rock with you. Because see, at the end of the day, God is showing you, yeah, you got those people who may not rock with you. But listen, let me tell you something. It's only the people who are not meant to be in your life who's not going to want to accept you. God's people will always accept you with open arms. Don't you see that? Don't you see some people who are able to be open with you, hospitable with you, transparent with you? They love you. They loyal to you. They'll do anything for you, and they mean it, and they're genuine about it. You can sense the energy. You can feel it out. Those are God's people, baby. God just had to get you away from them evil people. Them evil people who was trying to take you out. Them evil people who didn't want you to win. Them evil people who thought you going through struggles and you going through upheavals in your life was funny. How could you think that's funny when somebody almost died with the intention, you did it with the intention that I would die, that I wouldn't make it out, that I wouldn't overcome? But see, the God I serve, yeah, the God I serve. See, you got a voice that needs to be heard. You have a light that needs to shine bright. And at the end of the day, it's going to take you a whole lot of places, open up doors for you that you never thought could be open. You about to be stepping on levels that you never thought you would be on. Do you understand me? All you had to do was learn the lessons. And all you had to do was tap in so that you could see things the way that God needs you to see them. And now, it ain't no stopping you. You are a force to be reckoned with. And a lot of people are realizing that you ain't nobody to be played with. Some people can't handle it. Do you understand? You too much for some people. This is why they try to take you out. It's because they're weak. You understand what I'm saying? You are strong in spirit now. Because God was shaping you and molding you and building you and repairing you and restoring you and replenishing you and rejuvenating you in those isolation periods. You may not understand why people pulled away from you the way they did. You may not ever be able to understand why people don't support you and why they're not happy for you for where you are right now. You may not be able to understand why some family members have favoritism. There are curses, do you understand what I'm saying, that you broke. Curses, some curses that at the end of the day comes and deals with, and from an emotional standpoint, of people not being able to show love, and there being a lot of darkness that you was in and surrounded around with people having so much envy and jealousy for you for no apparent reason. They had no reason. If you ask them, they would literally be pulling something out the thin air just so people won't look at them stupid, because they cannot explain why they have so much envy and jealousy for you. It's just how they feel. And God say, well, you know what? That's just how you feel. Well, here's the deal, because I'm going to keep it real. They going to win regardless of the fact. So something got to give. And it ain't going to come from this side. Because I ain't shortchanging. I'm not undercutting my chosen ones. They going to get everything that they came here and was placed here to get. Do you understand me? You about to get it all. Ain't no rations. Ain't no leftovers. Ain't no hand-me-downs. Brand new. Big energy. Big moves. Play with it. Like I said, that isolation led to elevation, which led to your celebration. You better thank God every single day that you wake up. Don't play with me. I could be off YouTube tomorrow, baby. I probably, let's say I would have never started on YouTube. You know everything that you went through. You know everything that you overcame. You better thank God every day, boy, before you eat. Before when you get up out that bed, breath stinking all. Thank you, God, for getting me through. Because you understand, I just told you, people went up against you, pushed you off that tower with every intent that you would not make it out and that you would have died. They did not expect you to be where you are today. I don't care where you are. I don't care where you want to be. Thank God that you woke up today. Thank God that you got money in the bank. Thank God that you was able to put food on the table. Thank God that you got shoes on your feet and clothes on your back and a roof over your head. Because people don't want you to have that. That is what you went up against. That is what you was dealing with. You thank God every day. You hear me? You thank God every single day that he pulled you through what you went through. You thank him every single day. Nobody's perfect. But at the end of the day, we give him all praise, honor, and glory. Because we understand that isolation led to our elevation, which guided us to our celebration. And until next time, I want you to stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.